All right, I want to just show you a poll question that was put up by U.gov this past June when asked if Snowden did the right thing. This surprised me. 55% of Americans believe he did. Now he questions the source. And less than a third said yes here. Still, to me, interesting. All right, before we go to the control room for the final result, I mentioned before the break, Mark, that, listen, we just found David Petraeus. He kept detailed notes in those black notebooks here, and he put it to his biographer.
PTSD.
But in there was military strategies,
covert officers,
covert operas, and their secret identities. You had a lot of stuff that was in there. Now, did she use it? No. Did she use it to maybe? But nonetheless, clearly, this was not only against regulations, against the law.
First of all,
he got
two
probation
wrongs
for
don't
it.
make a right. And as we were saying off camera, I'm not talking about the punishment for Snowden. That can be ameliorated by the sentencing judge's discretion federally.
So you should both tell us, what sentence do you think? Tell us.
Me, what I personally think, I throw him out of here and I never see the light of day with him again.
Okay.
But
so,
that's
but
why
in
there's
terms
a
of
judge
sentence,
and I'm the advocate.
If he's looking at 10 and 10, okay, what do you guys think? And what do you propose his sentence should be?
If he's coming back, first of all, if he's coming back in the light of what's going on with General Petraeus, and also looking at Scooter Libby, who outed a CIA agent, okay, while she was still active, and suffered no penalty whatsoever, and it was stated by President Bush that he should not see the inside of a jail cell, then I would give him also a misdemeanor and probation.
I would give him a very, very substantial sentence for deterrence value, because what's to stop some? In all likelihood, he obtained his government credentials under false pretenses, and this was a deliberate plan he had from the outset. Think of how many other crackpots, if they don't tighten up the security restrictions on these people, will be
Mark,
free to do the same thing.
I happen to agree with you, but Doug, I thought, made a compelling argument that if, when swearing the secrecy, and then at the same time swearing to uphold the Constitution, if he believed credibly that the Constitution was being violated by covert actions, did he not have a responsibility to make that clear?
There's many things I think violate the Constitution every day. I can't go out and take the law into my own hands. You have to bring a court challenge.
You know, Rich, you also talk about the sentence. If you talk about a very harsh sentence to prevent somebody else from doing this again, that same sentence will also prevent somebody who genuinely believes there's something horrible happening from coming forward.
Why can't you go to the ACLU and say, I want to alert you to what I perceive to be a very grave threat to our liberty?
He watched Clapper testify before Congress and say they were not spying on people.
All right, hold on, guys.
And then he knew they were.
The jury is in our control room. They deliberated through the break here, and they've told me they've struggled with this decision, especially struggling in some ways to reward an Islander fan. Ralph, what's the decision? Harsh penalty.
What do you got back there?
What are you talking about?
I'm the voice of every man. Always have it.
By the way, Ralph was very happy when I brought in Marky Ramone from the Ramones last week. We had a very interesting interview here.
I saw it and I really enjoyed it. Next time I'm going to come in with the wig, because he is my namesake.
Hey,
Who knew? Mark and Metalhead. All right, coming up next, everyone, we will take a look at news making headlines straight ahead.